Here's the grid then. Gilles Magnus, after his heroics yesterday, starting 24th. Maurice Skewing had a penalty puncture earlier, so he starts 23rd with Timo Glock and Max Powell ahead. Nicky Tim and Nicola Bart are on row 10. Row 9, Marco Wittmann was on pole yesterday, and Ben Durr. Then it's Luca Enxler and Tom Callender starting on the 8th row of the grid. Jordan Pepper, key championship contender, and reigning champion Mirko Bortolotti up next. Arjun Maini and Ben Green are on the 6th row of the grid. Then into the top 10, Maro Engel starts 10th, Engin Nguyen starting in 9th, Jules Gounon 8th, René Rast in 7th, the winner yesterday. Fabio Scherer and Thomas Preining qualifying on the 3rd row of the grid. Lucas Auer, a much better qualifying than yesterday, starts 4th. Jack Aitken scored a point for qualifying 3rd. Here we go then, round 14 of 16, DTM 2025, here at the Red Bull Ring. Now roars into life, and Thierry Vermeulen leads the charge. It's going to be side by side for second place, though. Jack Aitken trying to get up the inside of Ricardo Feller to go second and make it a Ferrari 1-2. Thudding over the curbs is the race leader. It's side by side between the two Austrians behind as well, and there's damage potentially and contact with Marco Wittmann as one of the cars involved. Right, let's have a look at a replay of the start. Keep your eyes on the Grello Porsche, the bright yellow and green Porsche. Side by side here into turn 1. He's on the inside of Lucas Auer. The two Austrians, the home heroes, go through that corner together. Both go wide. There, Auer comes back across, as he has to avoid the barrier. And that was where the contact happened, and that, I'm pretty sure, is what caused the left rear puncture for Thomas Preining, which could, again, have put a big dent in his title hopes. And there was that contact. Ben Durr involved, and side by side with Marco Wittmann. He got a proper tank slapper on. He was horizontal to the track, wasn't he? But 90 degree to the rest of the field. He managed to rescue it and avoid a spin somehow. Great reactions from Marco Wittmann, who is, at the moment, 15th in the race. So Auer got through that battle in 4th place. Fabio Scherer is trying to get involved as well. Three of them together now as Fabio Scherer goes down the middle of Feller and Auer, slices between them, barges them out of the way, and tries to get through to 3rd place. Did he make it? Let's have a look as they come through. More action in the midfield here with Jordan Pepper trying to get through and up the order, but it is going to be Vermeulen, Feller, Aitken, Auer in 4th, Scherer in 5th, René Rast in 6th place, and a spin for Nicky Tim going into turn 6, but he beautifully controls it. Does a 360, gets pointed back in the right direction. I bet that's Thomas Preining's tyre, isn't it? Because, he's shed that left rear. So he was, as I say, side by side with Lucas Auer coming out of turn 1. I'm pretty sure he was on the inside Preining, so it would have been the left side of Preining's car rubbing with Auer's car, as Ben Durr goes now absolutely together with Max Powell trying to get himself up into the points. There goes one of the markers. That's to Maro Engel. It's the outside one, actually, as René Rast in the background, right underneath the rear wing of Fabio Scherer into turn 1, but with all this weight on the car, 20 kg for the success ballast, another 15 kilograms heavier thanks to the BOP change. Vermeulen leads after the end of the first lap by 0.3 of a second. That gap, though, comes down as they go up the hill into the right-hander at turn 2. Feller in second, he's right with him and looking to go up the inside as they go into the corner. Engin Nguyen is looking to get up the inside of Arjun Maini. He does, he goes straight on, and Maro Engel now tries to blast past the pair of them with a much better exit in the number 24 Mercedes. He goes to the grass. He's got Maini, and he's going to get Nguyen as well. Fantastic driving that from Maro Engel. Back at them comes Arjun Maini. There's not going to be any way through there, and in the background, Jules Gounon and Ben Green make contact. Green at the inside, contact again. Green barging and touching then the side of Gounon's cars. Gounon tries to get back on the track, and here comes Arjun Maini trying to get at the inside and succeeding in doing so of Engin Nguyen, whose teammate, I can see from the commentary box, has just come in. Thomas Preining with just 3 wheels on the car. So we had Maurice Skewing with a puncture in qualifying, and now because of contact, Thomas Preining very quickly released by Manthey.
And there's smoke coming from the Manthey car at the front up there. So Thomas Preining, long way back anyway.
Yeah, being lapped. So Preining has to get out of the way. Goes a lap down to the top 2 as they make their way past. On board now with Lucas Auer, who is behind Fabio Scherer. A quick note on Ben Green as well. He has, when you get 3 warnings, driver warnings, you get a 5-place grid penalty. He's had one of those already. I think he's had a 4th and a 5th warning since then. If you have a 6th, you get a 10-place grid penalty at the next race. So trouble ahead for Emil Fry Racing, and they've got to change that right rear of Jack Aitken's car. I wonder what happened there. We didn't see whether there was any kind of contact, whether it's just gone on its own. But that's 3 punctures today that we've now had, isn't it? 1 in qualifying and 2 at the start of this race.
Broken well clear. So Thierry Vermeulen and Ricardo Feller, they are some 4.3 seconds clear of Lucas Auer. But look at Arjun Maini coming up through the pack and already challenging championship leader Rene Rast for 4th place.
And Rast has got all this weight on the car, remember, from his victory yesterday, and he's thinking about championship points. Arjun Maini is not thinking about championship points. He's just going for it. He loves this place. Arjun was on pole here last year in the HRT Mercedes, got 2 third-place finishes. Let's see what he can do now. Had lots of drama before the race yesterday. Had to change the gearbox, but the car was good in the race. Both of the Mustangs were. Look at this. He's going to whip around the outside of him, potentially. Carry the momentum through. Rene Rast thinks, do you know what? I'll let you go, Arjun. I'm not fighting you for championship points, but he will lose points because of that. So Rene Rast now demoted to 5th place. That costs him a couple of points. Wittmann, Durr, Green and Skuring. So basically the drivers towards the back of the field opting to come in early for the first stop. Rears are changed first. And then fronts. Incidentally, we could get, and I said this yesterday, but it's closer to happening now, we could get the first championship decided as rare error in the pits there for Come To You Racing, who've been really excellent of late at their pit stops. So that will put Gilles Magnus to the back of the queue.
Ricardo Feller's looked dialed in all weekend. So Rast is quicker than any of the 5 cars that are in front of him. As we look at a replay, oh, there go the bollards. I love the fact that Lucas Auer has still got that bollard there. He even came into the pits. They haven't got time to remove that. You've got to get it in and get it out again.
But we've got around early this time. We're not at the championship decider. We have got 2 non-championship contenders going hell for leather for the race win, and they both are absolutely uninterested in finishing 2nd in this race. Wide for Thierry Vermeulen. Down the inside goes the Audi, and Ricardo Feller into the lead of the race.
Well, if he wanted to come into the pits that time around, he didn't have much choice because Ricardo Feller was on the inside of him, so they're definitely going round for another one now.
Great effort from Manthey again, 6.2 seconds for Guin, stationary time. Nose to tail, Feller managed to fend off Vermeulen up at turn 3. They're downhill into turn 4 now. See how you like it, says Thierry Vermeulen. How do you fancy having somebody breathing down your neck? I'll give you some treatment now, says the young Dutchman. Great battle. The Swiss driver leads, though, after that's just that slight run wide by the Ferrari driver. Proper race this between the pit crews. No pressure, lads. Here we go. So rears then fronts. There happens to Feller. Auer coming in. Maini is looking pretty good on his pit stop as well. And there goes Ricardo Feller in the background. And who's going to get out first? Is it going to be Vermeulen? Is it going to be Feller? Auer, is he going to get out in front of Maini? No, he's not. Auer's going to lose 3rd place potentially to Maini here. So Maini on course for a podium position. Great work by the HRT squad. Lucas Auer's stop was bad. That's why 9.1 seconds. So that was the issue for him. And it looks like Ricardo Feller is ahead of Thierry Vermeulen by an increased advantage. Looking at the track map, they're up at turn 3. So Jack Aitken making his way out of turn 3 at the moment. Into that corner goes Feller, then goes Vermeulen, and then we've got Maini ahead of Auer now, and then Maro Engel with a really good pit stop. Maro Engel 6 seconds dead. Look at this, side by side. Jordan Pepper trying to go all around the outside of Ayhan Guin. 2 key championship protagonists almost touch, but they don't. Great driving by both. Absolutely millimetre precise, but the Turkish driver might be behind, but he's going to have the better line going into turn 4, which is coming up next. He knows it. He stays on the racing line. Pepper knows it as well, and has to tuck back in behind him. They're going well in 12th. Nicky Tim in the points in 13th. As we get a replay of
debris going everywhere.
Attempt to go around the outside.
Wow, great door-to-door racing here. I love the fact Ricardo Feller, Land Motorsport, they're like, we might be new to DTM, but we know how to do pit stops, so that's exactly what they've done. So Feller in the lead, holding it from Thierry Vermeulen. But look at this, Jordan Pepper now to the inside of Ayhan Guin. Sees the opportunity, slices through with the Lamborghini. A bit of damage to the front of Ayhan Guin's car as well. But he's just put it in the quickest lap of the race.
Yeah, Marco Wittmann has moved himself up to 14th during that pit stop phase, so a small win. He was 15th, so he's going to get 2 points rather than 1 now. Very disgruntled yesterday. And Bortolotti and Guin in the top 10. This is a replay of Ben Green versus the Aston Martin of Gilles Magnus, and Gilles Magnus won that one because having to take evasive action was Ben Green. His racing line was stolen. Not there's any contact between them, but
that move wasn't a legal move. So Ben Green back up to 18th.
So we saw the end of the move where there was no contact, but maybe there was some contact on the way into the corner, which is what sent then Ben Green off into the gravel truck. Right, René Rast trying to get his place back here from Maro Engel, running in 5th and 6th positions, these two drivers, and catching them all the time. A bit more bodywork coming off the car, disintegrating that Lamborghini, isn't it? It's Jordan Pepper.
5th place, Maro Engel. So yesterday's winner, remember, he's got the success ballast on board. Doesn't seem to be slowing him down too much. Has a little look to the outside into turn 3, then out of turn 3 they come. They'll try and get to the inside line, but Maro Engel has him covered off under acceleration. They head down towards turn 4.
8 has stayed out for the time being. Miney running through shot, Hour running through shot. Hour would be by 1 point the championship leader as it stands. Well, they can't bring Thierry Vermeulen in yet, because they've got to get Ben Green's car out of the way. So very late turn-in that you have coming out of turn 9 to make it to the pits, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's a shame because Bortolotti's is an unsafe release. We saw that as well, so coming out of the pit box. So 3 penalty laps all in one go. We had a GT4 race earlier where the crew are standing by. So Ricardo Feller, Land Motorsport. Remember, they are new to performance pit stops. You wouldn't believe it. And Emil Fry, they've just had a real shocker with Ben Green, so they'll be nervous about Thierry Vermeulen.
Well, Land don't, I know it sounds crazy, they don't need to rush this. He's got 3.5 second advantage. They can afford to give a few tenths of a second away. Just need to get him in and out clean, really. So, in a sense, he's taken a bit of pressure off Ricardo Feller by increasing his advantage. So he's going to slice through this lot. Watch him there, the blue and gold Mercedes. He's side-by-side with Jordan Pepper. Now he's side-by-side with Arjun Miney. And that's how much more grip he's got with the tyres up to temperature. Meanwhile, Jordan Pepper is going to get past Arjun Miney under acceleration on cold tyres. Miney, we remember, was in a podium position before. He'd already dropped behind Lucas Hour through that pit stop phase. So Hour is back on course for a podium. And Pepper is on course for moving up the order and absolutely charging up the order is that man. Maro Engel goes around the outside now of René Rast, so he's back in front of Rast, but Miney is the one that's missed out during that pit stop, I'm afraid. It was a 9.7 second stop for Miney. Currently fighting for that title again, the pair of them as co-drivers. He's right behind him, and that is Maro Engel, whose tyres are up to temperature, so they're going to be nose to tail. They are nose to tail as they come past the commentary box. There they are on your screens. This is the fight for the final spot on the podium, and they are both fighting for the championship title. No quarter will be given. 5th place for Rast, 6th for Pepper, having a really good day today, as he did yesterday under the circumstances. Then Miney, then Guan. All over the front of the BMW of René Rast. Pepper dropped behind Guan as well, so he's almost got the perfect move done there. Just drifted a bit wide though, Jordan Pepper, and that's cost him 2, potentially 3 places here, although he's still fighting tooth and nail, and just about keeps Arjun Guan behind him.
And Rast has got a penalty lap, so he's going to drop out of this battle.
It's somebody else's time now.
Oh, the two motorsport getting together, yeah. That's not in the script.
Looks like Ben Durham might be the one that comes off worst there. Front right, probably. Yeah. Oh, no, he's already there. Right, yeah. Okay. But still being kept honest by Thierry Vermeulen, who was a couple of tenths quicker on the previous laps. He's chipping away at the advantage, but of course time is running out. They're going to run out of time on this lap, so just one more lap to go at the end of this one. René Rast has got to dig deep here. Remember, he's got all that weight on the car, 20 kilograms of success ballast, because he is about to pick up a first ever win for his team. His 3rd win in the DTM, and he's just got to get around 2 more corners. So over the brow he comes. Ricardo Feller turns right into turn 9. Here he comes into turn 10. He is about to become a 3-time winner in the DTM, and in their first season of the championship, Land Motorsport are victorious in one of the most competitive championships in the world. Feller wins, Vermeulen comes home 2nd, Hour is 3rd, and they are celebrating like they've never celebrated before at Land Motorsport. And Luki Hour is a demon with the champagne, so everybody run. There you go. I told you, get it open first. And they celebrate, and what a weekend it has been, Brian. It just keeps giving this championship.
Yeah, so unpredictable. Every session we've had, from free practice to the qualies to the races, have been so unpredictable. Yes, just do it, what you've been doing for one more weekend. And we said at the beginning of the season this might happen. I still reckon it's going to go to the last lap of the last race.
It's slim, but it's been slimmer this year, so he'll take that, absolutely. Jordan Pepper up to 2nd in the championship. Can he become a DTM champion?